Okay, guys, let's talk about a stock that has been dropping massive. Literally in one day, it dropped 68%, and now it's dropped 19%. And I wanted to cover this video just because I know a lot of people are watching. I've seen some people post it on Twitter, be like, "Oh, I'm getting in STSS. This is oversold. This is a big drop. I'm going to get in." So I'm going to tell you guys what I think, and this can save you from stocks like BHAT that a lot of influencers alerted and it just kept going down and down, or stocks like Rhyme that has been just seeing a massive, decline like this. I'm going to show you guys what I look for and how you can get, the pumps that can happen and where you can get safe returns. So if you look at the profile, healthcare equipment and supplies usually are biotech and all those medical companies usually have bigger, these gaps down. And when you see these gaps, you got to understand is that this EMA 5 is going to take longer to get touched, okay? Because indicators lag. So if you have a gap down, you have to understand that it takes longer for this EMA 5 to get hit. Usually I wait 7 daily candles to play these trend reversal plays, and obviously we're at this lower band here, which is my bottom Keltner channel. It's at extreme oversold settings. So if you guys want to play this super, super safe, this is how you do it, and you're like, your chances of winning are way above 90% if you do exactly this strategy to help you out. So STSS, we dropped down 68%. A lot of the new traders got in right away, and now we're down 19%. You never buy the first big candle down. A lot of the times, what happens is you either get a dead cat bounce on the first, but if you don't get that, sometimes on the second. But a lot of the times, you just don't get it at all. And so you're trying to play that dead cat bounce right away, and you got to understand is this EMA 5 is going to be big resistance. And so look how fast it dropped down. We went from EMA 5 of 167 to 127. It dropped 40 cents because of this gap. And then we went from 127 to 97 cents. That's a big drop there. We're dropping like 30 cents on that EMA 5. This next EMA 5 day is probably going to be down here, then here, then here, then here. And it's going to eventually come to price. So if I look at this chart, is there any support, or is this is an all-time low? And a lot of the penny stocks are going to look like this. Yeah, there is no support to look at, no demand zone. It's an ugly looking chart that is in a downtrend. You can see if the EMA 50 is at the very top with the 20, it's downtrend. How convenient that we go to these areas and we get dumped on, dumped on, dumped on, dumped on, down. Occasionally you can have this kind of pattern here, and the uptrends, some of these uptrends can flip, and then you could take it on the EMA 50, make a little rebound type play. But this stock is not known to keep uptrends long, so it's not a stock to be like, yeah, I'm going to invest in this. Okay, you'd be like fighting against a lot of factors if you wanted to hold this long. So we know that we don't want to hold this long. We know this is a good dead cat bounce potential. So we got nice little volume here. There was no volume before. You look at there was like absolutely no volume. So when there's not much volume, and when there comes volume, that's why you get these big moves down. Just like when there's not much volume, and there becomes a lot of buyers, that's why you can pump massive. So for this to pump massive is going to be harder now because there is a lot of volume and sellers are trying to dig this down even more and more. And it's mainly algos printing sell orders. So the more you buy, the more they sell. So what I want you guys to do is look at this KDJ. This is why I use this indicator just to see, kind of where I look to buy. If you see it at 7.36, do keep in mind it could go lower. I'd like to look for around 3. So, right here is 10. That was too high. 7, a little too high for a trend reversal. And I'm not just going to base it just based on my KDJ. I also want to look at the time distance. We're 2 days away from the EMA 5. Let's give this about 7 daily candles, okay? So we have 2 days away from EMA 5. If we can give this around 5 more daily candles, we can kind of see where this is headed out. And ideally, what you want to see is, you want to see where price just eventually does this pattern where it's going up and down in a consolidation pattern, instead of just something like this where it's going down and down, 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 and just dropping every day. Once we start to see it where the price is not going down as much, we can say, okay, we're bottoming out. We know we have massive EMA 5 time distance. What is our range to EMA 5? Currently, it's 167% gain if it touches it right away. And I've seen it touch it right away. It very well could. But if it don't, you get messed up. So A lot of the time, if you want to play this dead cat bounce, you need to have a proper stop loss. Obviously, you're down 19% if you bought it at the end of this bell right here on this candle. And I think losing more than 15% is just not worth it, because once you go over that range, it is really hard to come back to a gain. Because what's going to happen is it goes lower and then goes lower, and then it's going to be harder to take a loss, because you might be down 500 and you're like, and I just want to break even. Then you go down 1,000. Now you're like, well, I'm just going to hold it now. You see how the psychology plays in. So when you enter this trade, you need to have a proper stop loss. I always do 15%. I'm personally going to wait till we consolidate, wait for EMA 5 time distance, and I promise you, if you do exactly this setup, a lot of the times you're going to get precise bottoms. You're not going to catch a falling knife, and you don't have to listen to a bunch of influencers that are saying STSS is very bullish, and it dropped 68% just to drop another 20%. It can keep dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. I've seen companies do this. Sava, we can look at Sava. This is the same thing where you see how we had this massive drop. Everyone was buying it on this big drop here, right? It went down 83%, and surely everyone's like, yeah, we can get a bounce. But look what happened. We kept going down and down and down. No consolidation at all. The minute we started to see, with gaps, remember, this EMA 5 is going to lag massive. And so when the bigger the drop is, this is a much bigger drop than STSS. So you got to give it more time distance for this to touch the EMA 5. And so once price started cooling down, you starting to see some consolidation right in this area. That's when you get this big move up right up in here now. You see that? And that's what I want to see with STSS. This is more just give it some time. There's no time distance away from the EMA5. We just had this drop. It can easily do what Sava did and just keep going down and down. And then sure, you can get a little spike, but you're playing with fire. We don't know which spike's going to do it. It's going to be this candle, and then it just keeps going down. But then once I start to see a consolidation pattern where, I start to see buyers being in control, then we look for that spike up, okay? That's how I want to play it. It's not going to work like it's that, but I've seen companies that do that. Most of the companies that do these gap downs are going to do these kind of patterns where that's the situation I'm looking for. So this will save you a lot of money. This will save you, it'll keep you out of the FOMO, because if you're, first of all, look at the trend. Is it downtrend? Yes. So we don't need to be playing this right away. We got to be very safe. I hate downtrend stocks because a lot of the times every pump gets shorted. And if you don't get out right in time, you're going to get screwed. So I'd rather play it like this, and this is the safest way to do it. STSS, this is my analysis. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, click the link down below in YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. When you click that link, it will take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to become a member, read how to subscribe just under here. But right down in here, you can see like how to subscribe with an Android. You will have to use a computer. But if you hit day trade alerts right here, or just come over to the subscriptions tab and hit day trade alerts, and you'll get access to my highest membership for this limited time video for only $12 a month. You're gonna love it. You're gonna learn an awesome strategy. You don't have to listen and go on Twitter or StockTwits and just be like, oh, STSS is bullish. People are expecting 100% move up. You can realistically say, hey, is that realistic? Because we know these EMAs are our price targets. To make a 100% move up means we would have to hit that EMA 5 right off the bat. I don't see that happen often. That's very rare. Especially with gap down stocks, okay? So the purpose of this Discord is, one, teach you guys the education, why to be in the trade, when to get out, always aim for 10% targets, have a stop loss, and then all this is what makes you be a long-term successful trader, and you're not just gambling. It's okay to play downtrend stocks, but understand you are playing a harder type of trade. And so if you're looking at this video and you're trying to watching, well, you obviously like bottom reversals. Me too. I made some big money doing this stuff, but I stick to these kind of rules on how I do it. So click the link down below in the YouTube comments below. It'll say join the premium Discord. It'll take you here. All you have to do is hit day trade alerts under here, and you're going to love all my strategies. I have swing trades and day trades for a limited time offer for $12 a month. It'll never go up more if you're grandfathered into the system, and you'll be locked in at that price. And you're going to get access to day trades and swing trades. And if you thought this swing trading strategy is good, and you'll see Wait till you see my day trading strategy, and I can make you money every day with a very unique strategy. Make sure you watch my videos in there, and I also do live streams for you guys every day. And I go over real-time charts, alerts, analysis, and all that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. This is STSS analysis, and I'll keep this on my watch list. About 5 days from now, I'll take a look back at it. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out and happy trading.